Hi, David here. So, a few weeks ago, I made a video where I talk about how you can reverse an array in JavaScript. And I thought I knew what I was actually doing, which I still think I knew. But I just realized that something really profound there that I didn't understand. When you do a reverse, right? I use reverse as a final thing. And I thought reverse actually completely gives you a new array there, right? I also knew that even if it gives you a new array, that array is still not a deep copy of the initial one, right? So if I go here and I say res, you see that res and initial array are actually the same, right? So what is happening there is what you call like a reverse in place, right? So the initial array got reversed in place, but then it also returned that copy of the reverse array to that thing, so you can then continue and do some operation on it. But if you do so, you could break the initial array. So what I mean by that is, if here I go with res and I say, okay, res on for position 0, let me give it the name of Hackages 2 here, you're going to see that all of them have changed. Res and initial array have changed. So res is still kind of the same as initial array. Actually, will we be able to do that if we say res and initial array? What do we get here? And it should say something like ghost or here, and what about R? So it says true. You see, it's literally the same thing that we're getting right there. Now, one of the things that I wanted to really talk about here is how would you do that without mutating the initial array, right? I just discovered that as well, and this is so beautiful. So what you could do, instead of saying reverse here, you can say toReversed, right? So now you could see that it's red because I have a small bug in the plugin that I use, but it's working. So really pay attention to what is happening there. Now it's telling you that, oh, are they equal? False. They're not equal. All right, that's already one thing. And then the second thing there is you see res as actually the reverse part with Hackages here, and it actually reversed the entire thing, but it's still, as you can see, it still doesn't solve the fact that in the first array, we had the variable, basically the last position we had named Hackages, and then res changed that value to Hackages 2, and then initial array, which is still in place, which is still 1, 2, 3, and that object, has changed the property name to the same as res, right? So the toReversed will actually allow you to get that reverse without mutating the array that you're reversing, but the result that it gives you, it's still a copy of the previous one, meaning that if you change something there that is like an object or an array inside the copy that you get, it will be impacted right there, right? So that's basically one of the things I discovered this week. What did you discover this week? Share with us in the comment. And if you want to know more about how to use JavaScript and TypeScript the right way, Hackages.io is the place to go. Did I say that? Do I have to say that more than once? No, go on Hackages and check that out, okay? You take care. Bye.